Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Video Games, back with another great arcade game video. You can see all of our arcade games at lionsarcade.com. We get games in that are usually not working, fix them up, and then sell them to people, usually for their home game room, or sometimes they still operate them. And today we have a video of a cool one that we finished up that we thought we would film here. This is Hoop It Up. You may be thinking, why are you filming a video of a redemption game? Well, it is a redemption game. It spits tickets out, but it's a pretty cool game, and you can actually play a two-player version of it against each other, you know, to see who gets the most points. So it's actually kind of a popular game that people buy for their home game room. Usually you have to have plenty of room, though, to put something like this in it. But this game came out in 1995, I believe. And it was made by, can you guess? Do you know? It was made by Atari. Most people don't realize that. This is Atari's Hoop It Up World Tour. So it's a redemption game, came out in 1995. And you know, if you don't know about redemption games, it's the quarter munchers that spit out little tickets, and the kids can trade the tickets in for things like at Chuck E. Cheese. So the more tickets you get, the more you can buy. On this particular game, we've turned off the ticket dispenser because it's probably going to go in somebody's home, and so don't really need the tickets to be turned on, but you can turn them back on if you'd like. Very simple game. There's little ping pong basketballs on each side. There's a net in the middle that separates it. And then each side, you can play one player or two player. Each side has three little baskets. And in the middle of the basket is a little switch, so it can tell if the ball goes through it. And at the top it shows you what your score is and how many seconds you have left. And both sides are like that. There's a little LED in front of the basket. That's very important too, that little tiny light. So that's a really cool cabinet. It's real simple. There's a big basketball on the front that you hit, and whenever you punch it, the ball shoots up. And so depending on how hard you hit it, you'll miss a basket, or it'll go in one basket, or what you want to try to do is get it in the top one. If you get it in the top one just right, it'll fall through it, then through the middle one, then through the bottom one. And so you get 3 points for every shot. But if you make the top one, you get 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, and then an extra 3 points. You get 12 points total. So that's the best. But anyway, so here's the instructions. Hoop it up, 3 on 3. This is the home team. This is the visitor team. Head to head, press the start buttons at the same time. So if you get one basket, you get 3 points. If you get 3 in a row, you get 12 points. Now here's something a lot of people don't know about. For advanced game, hold down the start button while inserting coins. So what that does is, if you hold the start button down whenever you put a quarter in, whenever the game starts up, you hold the start button down, put a quarter in, and then you hit start to start the game. And when the game starts, one of those LEDs will light up on one of the baskets. And so you have to be able to pick which basket you want to make your shot in. So if like the LED's lit on the bottom basket, you have to make that shot to get any points. Same with the other two, of course. But the most fun way to play this is if you get two people playing at the same time, just trying to beat each other's score, which makes it, like I said, a good candidate for a home game room. Just a simple little game, not much to it. And like I said, Atari designed it. It's got a cool looking little cabinet. World Tour, Hoop It Up, 3 on 3. Got this big plexiglass window so you can see all around it. It's got a little backboard there with fans in the bleachers and everything. And it says down here at the bottom, Time Warner Interactive. At the time, Time Warner had bought Atari in the early 90s. So all the games were kind of branded that way. Sports Arena, hoop it up 3-on-3. Time Warner Interactive, home of Hoop It Up. So you got some little cheerleaders over here for this team, little cheerleaders over here for this team, and all the people in the stands. Cool little game. Oh, I'll show you how the pneumatic thing works. So the way it works is basically there's a little, I don't know, seat there, I guess, that a ping pong ball can land on. And these are the same size as ping pong balls, they just look like basketballs. You can buy them all over the place, but there's a little seat there that the ball lands on, and if you look close you can see there's a little tiny lever that holds the ball from going down in there. And so it's keeping the ball from falling on the seat. But if a ball falls on the seat, you hit the basketball, and the way that works, if I can get this to open up, the way that works is, really simply, there is a hose connected to the bottom of the basketball, which curls around here and just connects to that. So it's always, it's just a simple little pump, like a, you can see the little piston shooting out. So it's always connected, it's always working, there's nothing electronic about it. The only thing keeping you from playing it right now is that little motor's not letting the ball drop down. And the way the electronics work is there's in the very bottom of the game, down here on the back, there's a access door that you can open up, and there's a little PCB inside of it that you can adjust all the settings on, and blah 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 blah. And it's basically the brain that runs everything. And then it sends a signal up to this little display, or I think it sends it to this one first. The 165 and the high, which is actually the time, are connected together. That's one PCB board, and then another one over here. And then there's a little harness that runs off of it that runs the switches and the little LED lights on each side. And up at the top, there's two simple little light bulbs that flash back and forth that give it that cool little effect that's going on right now where the lights are flashing. So I'll set up a little tripod and we'll play a couple games just so you can remember how it played, because I'm sure you've all seen this at some point in your life in your arcade days. Alright, it is hard to get a shot of this. It's kind of hard to read the score, at least on my viewfinder here. But we'll try it out, see what happens. The sound's kind of low. I could have went around to the back and adjusted it, but it's inside the game and it's just a little tiny knob on the board, so I just left it alone. But I'll read out the score as it goes. How's that? I'm going to play the one on the left side, I think. Add a little credit to it. And I'll play both modes just so you can see what the difference. So this is the regular mode, just drop a quarter in. And if you play two-player, you know, you could play against each other. But we're going to play the left side. Oh, and the trash talk is really good on this game, so hopefully you can hear some of that. Oh. That's the bomb! Let's rock! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, you got it! Ah! So I got 57 points. That's horrible. Horrible. Alright, I'm going to play the second version now. Like, if you see the little LEDs lighting up right above each basket, When you play the second version, as they call it, the advanced game, you have to try to time it and make the actual shot that they're calling for. So the way you do that is you hold the start button down while you're putting a quarter in. So we'll try that. All right, so I held the start button down and put a quarter in, and then I let go of it, and the start button's lit up, so I guess we're ready to go. So this time a little LED is going to come on, and I'm going to try to make that actual shot. Oh, the middle one's hard. Can't hit nothing. Oh, top one again. And the bottom one's really hard. But you can make it by going through the other ones. There we go. I might have got extended play. Is that what that means? Or is that just end of the game? I guess it's the end of the game. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that's the track mode. They were real clever. One thing they did was, in the attract mode, while it's sitting there, every couple minutes, it'll turn the motor so it releases one ball. So a kid walking by can shoot one ball, you know, so it gave me that one. And so it's locked out for now. But after about 2 minutes, it'll drop another one down. So just enough to try to get you interested. So there you have it. Atari's famous Hoop It Up redemption game. Pretty cool game. We don't get too many of the redemption games in, but one like this, like I said, it's, you know, it's fun to play if it's a two-player versus to see who can get the highest score, basically. So these work good for game rooms. We get these in from time to time. So there it is. All right. Well, if you're by the time you see this video, this game may already be sold. Maybe we don't have Hoop It Up anymore, but maybe we'll have something else you're interested in. You can see all of our games on our website at lionsarcade.com, or you can stop by our shop here. We've got all kinds of games here in stock, usually 40 or 50 in our showroom, and many, many more coming. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you can't get by to see us, and you're not interested in anything on the website, just subscribe to us here on YouTube, and we'll have tons more videos. Every time we get something interesting like this, an older arcade game or even a redemption game like this, we'll film a little video. See you next time.